welcome to Dana Snyder wastes an hour of your time.
This couch is a lot deeper than it looks. I got a thing from North Shore. I'm sorry. Where'd they go?
Maybe they're not here yet.
They're not here yet.
Because we took the
Northern
back way.
Neck popcorn. Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay. Oh, your dad ditched you. He said, I got to get rid of some dead weight. And then he left.
Yeah, so there's a
I'm
body
using it as a
somewhere.
back. It's just very deep, the couch.
Yeah.
If you got any
you can
questions.
lie down if you want to.
Steve, or is that you?
Are we doing
Okay.
Q&A style? We have a microphone
There's
up
a
here.
thing right there. There's
That
a
is
very
Steve.
nice mic you can talk into.
We have Steve.
But ask Steve and he will answer
Steve's
to
going to
you
have a
privately.
camera right in your face, though.
That's right.
the
He's
problem.
going to film you. He can see into your soul with that thing.
Yeah.
How is everybody today? Good. All right.
They're
It was
good.
like, it was tepid but positive.
Yeah, it was fine.
Exactly what it should
Like,
be
you don't
for
want
a
it too
Thursday.
much. Yeah.
Exactly what it should be at 4:30 on a Thursday.
Afternoon.
We don't need
you
anybody.
Don't want,
We don't need
That'd be
anybody popping
too-
off in here on a Thursday. And
No
like,
popping off.
yeah, save that for Saturday night or whatever. By the way, Friday night.
Tomorrow night.
Yes, that day.
The VIP party?
No, there's a burlesque show
Oh.
that I have been forced to MC.
I was going to say.
I will be MCing.
Are you going to be stripping in this one?
I will not be stripping. I will be doing
they're
that
not gonna
Saturday
go.
at the table.
They don't
But I'll
care
be
then.
nude from the waist down at the table, but you won't be able to see nothing.
Oh.
So I got real high tables.
Are you going to wear the nipple tassels?
No, but I will tell you. I'm sorry I have this hat on, but my hair looks like garbage, like the rest of me. But I'm just going to take it off
Your
anyway. I
hair
don't
does
care.
not look like garbage. I understand you mean it's a little askew. However,
askew?
you have fabulous, luxurious hair.
Well, obviously, no one's going to argue with
Yeah,
you about
no
that.
one's gonna
I'm
argue.
just saying.
Your
You know
hair
what this
getting
is though. Like
applause.
what I'm doing right now. I see what you're saying.
May I touch
This
it?
is like, yeah, of course, very silky. This is like if you had
it's soft.
a Da Vinci painting, but you put it in like a frame from the dollar store. That's what I'm doing with
That
it
is
right now.
beautiful hair.
Like I'm not. I
Wow.
should be. I mean, I should be up every day with a team of people on this thing.
Now, what do you charge at your table for what I just did to you?
Let me tell you something. So my dad used to get his hair cut. We all got our hair cut at this place in the mall that was in a department store. And there was like a men's department downstairs. And every time my dad, we would not all go together, but he would go and there was a guy who worked at the department store in the men's department. My dad would go buy a dress shirt or something all the time. Whenever him and his buddy would go get their haircuts,
Sure.
then they go spend money.
Yeah.
And the guy, every time, he'd be like, oh, you just have the greatest head of hair.
So your dad had the greatest head of hair as well.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And finally, one day, after like 5 years, they don't believe me about my dad's hair, though. This is bullshit.
It's a bunch of
I'll tell you what
malarkey.
that is. It's total bullshit. His dad has a shitty head of hair, I bet you. Attitude like that.
Yeah.
He finally one day, he said, oh, yeah, Mr. Snyder, because I know, he's like, can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
It's a stranger.
Yeah, that's harder to ask. I mean, how long have I known you? It
No,
took
no,
me all
you
these
have-
years
you-
to
carte
ask
blanche,
you.
Carte blanche.
All these years, it took me the courage to ask that question.
That's why you never look me in the eyes. You're
Yeah.
always looking just above.
Just a little
Yeah,
above.
like ladies are just looking at the boobs. You're always looking at just at my hairline.
Right.
What's that? See? She's
Carte
cutting the
blanche, he
middleman
said it.
out.
I have witnesses
That's
now.
right. But yeah, he goes, can I touch your hair? And he's like, yeah. and then he does this.
Here, you can
He
touch
goes
mine.
like, oh, wow. That was the last thing he said. Wow. Like you just saw like
Yeah.
Jesus riding down
How
on a unicorn.
beautiful.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's every bit I thought it was. It's everything and then some. Northern Neck
Mine's
popcorn.
pretty soft too, though, right?
Oh yeah.
You know,
wait a
now
minute, I
I'm
wasn't
fishing
paying
for
atten-
for a
hold on.
compliment,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's really.
Notice I did one of these. Hey, we'll get you
Yeah,
going
get
there,
in there.
Charlie. Okay.
Get in there,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
right?
Yeah, well, we're both Italian. We got Italian here.
That's what it is.
So
You
I
got
did
good
it.
hair.
My daughter wanted to do the 21andMe. They don't hate that hair talk. That's all right. I did that 23andMe. My daughter wanted to do it. Yeah. Then we get like a letter from the Attorney General of the state.
Your daughter wanted
literally,
you to do it to find out
that
if you
says,
were really her dad.
Yeah, she's very unconvinced that I am her father. She calls Maury Povich every week. She's sending him a flurry of emails. But they said, because the place went bankrupt, they said, take all your info off because they don't know who they're going to sell it to. And I don't know how to how do I take my info off this damn 23andMe? People came here expecting to ask a question. They didn't know they were going to get asked a question.
Yeah.
I flipped the tables.
Yeah, it's an A and Q,
I
not a
flipped
Q
the
and A.
script. Yeah, it's an A and Q. If you can tell me how to take it off, then I will let you ask a question.
We might have an answer here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. The Wizard of Oz, ladies and gentlemen.
And you have all black on, so it looked like you were just a floating head
A
over
floating
there.
head came in.
You look like she's Sonia's doing cosplaying Zombie from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
My daughter did that last week. My daughter was Zombie last week.
That's great.
Did I send you a picture?
No.
Of that? Oh, I need to
would've
send you a
loved it.
picture. Yeah, it's great. It was my birthday, and we did Pee-wee cosplays.
What did you dress as? Pee-wee?
I was like a Pee-wee, like a female version of Pee-wee.
A Pee-wee, Shee-wee Herman.
My Shee-wee.
Ah,
I was
right.
Shee-wee Herman. My dad was Captain Carl.
Ah, that's great.
My best friend was Cowboy Curtis.
That's also great.
Yeah.
I was
cute.
talking. We went at Nokia Live. They did that Pee-wee's Playhouse live before they did it on Broadway. And my friend Brian and I went.
Yes.
And when that curtain came up, it was like magic. Because it was exactly the set. I felt that way twice in my life. The other time was I went to college with the guy who is now Kermit the Frog for all the Muppet stuff, right? But I went when they had the tree lighting ceremony in New York years and years ago because he also would do Big Bird, like not for Sesame Street because Carol Spinney was still alive, but he would do it for like
For fun.
if Big Bird had to go to the mall and Carol Spinney's like, not going to that fucking mall. Are you kidding me? Send the kid in.
So he was
I'm
like
not doing
second
that.
String Big Bird.
He was the second string,
Yeah.
but this was the first time he was doing it
Big
for
Bird's
Carol
stunt double.
Spinney. Yes. It was the first time he was doing it for Carol Spinney, so he was real nervous because Carol Spinney's the real guy who does Big Bird, and so we were standing next with Carol Spinney because we were like in a special area. Meanwhile, there's all these kids behind us, and then there's like 8 adults in front of them.
That's got to be hard to work that puppet.
Well,
also, by the way.
He goes afterward. We were with his wife, and he goes afterwards. Go to the back, and you can go up the ramp. And there was like a tent where they would get in and out of the stuff, so the kids don't see like just some weird dude walk out like, "Hey, I'm Big Bird," and they're like all scarred. But like we start to go up, and there's a lady with a headset who's like the stage manager or something. And as soon as we start to walk up, she comes down. She's like, no more people. We can have no more visitors. And like Matt hears this from inside. It is as Big Bird. And then Big Bird comes out of the tent. Like, no, but they're my friends. You have to let my friend. And then like when Big Bird comes out, it's 10,000 kids out there. They're all screaming because they're seeing Big Bird. And then she's like, nope, we can have. They're my friend. All right, Big Bird. Okay, Big Bird. And then, like, we come in, and I know he's in there. I'm not an idiot. But he's going, like, Dana, hello. I'm like, but Big Bird just said my name.
Oh, that's so
It was
sweet.
like I felt this, like, same way I felt
That's
with the
amazing.
Pee-wee. I don't know why I thought of that.
Did
but
he get to take
it
that?
is called Waste of Hour, Read the title.
Yeah.
What did you pay at the door to get in here? Nothing.
Yeah.
You could
We
be.
never know what we're
You
gonna
could
talk
be
about.
out cosplaying whatever their Blink or
didn't know
Zelda.
you
or
were friends. What's his name?
Matt Vogel.
So I didn't know you were friends with Matt. Now, did he get to take the puppet home with him? Like, where did it go?
Where are you going with this?
I don't know.
What do you mean home?
I'm not going anywhere with it, but do you take it home? Where does it stay? It's so big.
Oh, the Big Bird one.
The Big Bird.
Oh no, that stuff's under lock and key.
Lock and key. You
Yeah,
can't
well, it
just-
lives at like where's the Henson workshop in New York is like on
Yeah.
70th Street or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But like when they take those puppets, because also who was there, we got to take our picture with them also was Telly. Remember like that weird
yeah.
little deformed monster guy with the red-orange
Yeah.
nose and like he always talked like he wanted to be Grover but wasn't. He
Yeah,
was
Telly
also, he
didn't
was like the one
hit
with
it.
depression.
Yeah,
on
Telly
Sesame
didn't hit
Street.
it big like some of the
Yeah.
other Muppets. You know?
But he was there. But I mean, like, when they were done with this thing, like, you know, he's going, this isn't right, right? But he's like, imagine this a puppet, and he's going like, hey, it's me, Telly. I got to go see my therapist. I'll see you later. And then, like, when he was done, he was just like, I mean, like, they just throw them in a file box.
Oh, no.
Like they're not precious.
They don't put them in like.
They're not curating them like they're at
Yeah,
the
they don't
Smithsonian,
put them
wrapping
to
them
bed.
in UV paper and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we'll just make another one.
Oh my God.
So basically, it was like 100,000 Kermits
And
in
that's a
various stages
metaphor
of
for life
disrepair.
if you believe in heaven.
Just what? Throw your card?
Like it's your
just a
right.
shell.
It's just a shell. It doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
matter. Your soul is with the puppeteer.
That's right.
I don't know.
We can work on it. We got another. Oh my God! It's only been
workshop
10 minutes we've been in here. I thought we've been in here for 45 minutes.
Well, it's gonna be a long.
I'm
panel,
sorry. I'm
everybody.
very sorry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. One more crack out of you, I swear to God.
Oh man. Oh,
Don't
that's
encourage
nice.
him.
That's a new little cup.
You know what I like about this one? It's got, well, as it just dripped, but that's because it was juice from, but it won't,
spewed
you know
out.
what I mean?
Is
one
that
of
a
those.
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Starbucks,
okay.
Magic Kingdom.
Look at that.
They sell Starbucks stuff at
You
Magic
got that
Kingdom.
at the Magic Kingdom.
Because they were like, why would we sell these when it says like St. Louis on the side for $25 when we can sell them to idiots at Disney World for $45? The same exact thing. We just put a Mickey Mouse balloon on the side.
That's
But
right.
I bought it.
You bought it.
Hook,
It's
line,
nice.
and sinker.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Oh, you're
I like
such
to
a
bring one
mark.
of those here because I like that I can put coffee in it.
I like it slim.
And I also like when I put a cold beverage, but that it doesn't open so I can put it in my bag.
It's a good one.
These are the kind of hard-hitting things you're going to
That's
get
a
out of
good
this
one.
panel.
Aren't you excited for the new Universal Park? Hey.
I'm hot and cold.
Yeah.
I'm very hot.
I know where you're hot. Why are you cold?
You know, do I really care about How to Train Your Dragon? I didn't know there was 6 of those movies.
I
Thought there was
know,
one.
I haven't seen any.
How
of
long
them.
does it take to train a dragon?
Well, let's hurry up and
How
watch
is this a 6-part instructional
You think
video
it's
to train
easy?
a dragon? Another one? Oh my God! Oh, live action. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
But
there's
guess
a lot.
what? Guess what? There ain't no such thing as live action dragons. It's still going to be computer animation.
Yeah.
Live action. That's like the Lion King was live action. Was it anything real in that?
No.
Was all computer? Oh, really? Live action? You found a lion who can talk,
Yeah.
sing songs? You got that little rat guy singing Hakuna Matata with the pig? Those were real?
That little rat guy with a pig.
Let's not get any incendiary,
Wow.
we're not talking about,
Wow.
we're not talking, listen, this country has been polarized
We have been
with
polarized
the Lion King
enough.
and the Mufasa movie. It's time, this is a safe space in here.
Crumbling.
Yeah.
My goodness.
No, we don't want sides. I don't want you wearing your Mufasa hat
John
to
is
trigger
here.
other people.
Our photographer John is here. It's the first time I'm seeing John.
Yeah. It's quiet.
Yeah.
That's a job description when you're a photographer. You have to
John?
walk around like a peeping Tom everywhere,
Peeping-
silently. Except here, there's like, he does the same thing at home, and just no bush around him. We're not in a window on the bed having this conversation.
You should cosplay as a
Yeah.
bush.
Yeah, like wear one of them, like a weightlifting belt, but have little sticks with little bushes all around
yeah,
it.
like you can get it right at Outdoor
Yeah,
World.
you could be like, I'm cosplaying a photographer for the National
Yeah.
Enquirer.
Do they call it Outdoor World or Bass Pro Shops? It's both, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's one
both?
of those things like it's Hardee's on the East Coast, but it's Carl's Jr. on the West Coast.
I don't know.
Whoa, got a lot of West Coast fans.
I think it's funny that Outdoor World is indoors.
Yeah, the whole thing should be outside.
Right.
You have a wonderful point.
Yeah.
That. Why do
You know
they
what
call
they
it?
sell
Oh,
there?
because it's all the stuff.
They sell a camouflage lazy boy chair.
Like for your home?
Yeah. I feel like the only purpose of that
So
is like,
that so like the laziest deer hunter can still go hunting and like
I think it's to hide from your wife. You know,
Yes.
just like dress in camo
and your
dust.
kids just dressed in the cave like, Daddy's going hunting. the camo makeup.
Yeah.
I watched
get
this
there earlier?
guy named Stale Cracker on YouTube.
We were watching those videos last time.
He's like an
wherever we
insane
were.
Cajun man
Yeah.
who has a cooking channel, but like everything is in. I mean, I don't know how many people are in this room right now. When the boss asks, I'm going to say there's several thousand in here because
Yeah.
we have a draw. That's the
Yeah.
kind of draw
Standing
we are.
room only.
Martin Sheen level crowds
Yeah.
for us. But I mean, everything he cooks on there is like we'll feed a minimum of 300 people.
Yeah.
He's got pots you didn't even know they made. They look like witches. They look like witches. Like he
Cauldrons.
bought them at the Harry Potter.
They're full cauldrons. That's how my grandma would cook, though. My Italian
Well, she's
grandma.
Italian.
Yeah.
Also, she was very tiny, so they look very big in the
They were
pictures.
just normal-sized
yeah, like,
pots.
hey, that's just a 2-cup pot she cooked that with. Jesus.
Right, and she's got like a...
Yeah, the big boil and double, boil and trouble.
Toil and trouble.
Yeah, I think that was like it. My Italian grandmother had the same thing. Like when you, after a certain age, like what are you, 42 now? All right, you're an old Italian lady. Here's your humongous pot.
Yeah.
That's like they talk about in San Antonio, there were these women called the chili queens, and they would always line the square and they would make chili con carne. But each one, they all had one of those big pots.
I love those big pots.
Yeah. And it was like, you know, they'd made like street food, but this is like even like in the 30s, 40s, they would
When
all
you
go
need
down
a
there.
canoe paddle
Yeah.
to stir the sauce.
Yeah.
It's a big
We were
pot.
noticing the version of that in LA is like when I had to go for that cheer convention that we went to visit my,
Oh, yeah, we
aunt,
just
my niece.
started to talk about that
Yeah.
in the hallway.
but they have those LA street dogs. So they make their fire out of whatever the hell they make it out of, charcoal, or they have that little butane burner. But then what they put on top of it is just a sheet pan, like an all-metal sheet pan. And that's what they cook the bacon-wrapped hot dogs in. And then they make they're also cooking the green and
I
the
love
green
a big
pepper and the
sheet
onions.
pan. Ah,
But here's the thing. The one you want to buy when you go there, because there's like 17 of them. They're like clones of each other. You got to go to the one that has the oldest, dirtiest, scrappiest sheet pan, because that's the one who's been making them the longest and the best. You're having history of 50 years of those dirty, cardiac-inducing.
jeez.
Yeah.
They say hot dogs take years off your life. Like every hot dog you eat is like 15 days, another 15 days.
If
of your
that
life.
is true, I hope you all enjoy my last panel today, because, or my life expectancy
Yeah.
before hot dogs must have been extremely high.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, I love a hot dog. I had a hot
too.
dog today. I had a hot dog from Texas Inn. You know what that
Oh.
place is? Oh, I guess I shouldn't have eaten there. No one's. It was like a hot dog, and they had like some kind of, they put chow, you know, like Texas.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Like that kind of relish.
Yeah, it's so good.
It was like a chili dog. I only had half of it, to be fair.
Was it a spicy one or no?
No, but it did have like that, like it had chili on it, but it was not spicy chili, and it was real dark. Like as dark as, like so dark it's almost black. Brown, you could tell it was brown, but it was the darkest brown you could imagine.
Wow.
I can't even see a color that's like it on here.
It's probably like the peppers that make, right? It's
Something.
like peppers in there and.
No, this was just meat. Classic, like chili meats. It's either
Oh,
gonna go.
the chili. I thought you
Oh.
were talking about the chow.
No. I thought we lost you on the hot dog talk. Like, no. Got to get closer. This is important stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's finally getting
Right,
good.
Good job. Yes. What is that thing? Oh, is that how long we have? Or when we have to stop? I'll just watch
know.
it for a little while.
Because I thought we had
It
more
did say
time than
waste your
that.
time.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it's wrong.
Oh, yeah, it's wrong. Okay, great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Please. Yes. No, we won't stop talking about hot dogs.
You're supposed to ask it in the microphone, but we'll allow
No,
it.
yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Great question. Does anyone know what he's talking about? What we did a show. You know what? It's funny that you say that because I cleaned my storage unit out because I had to put it in another storage unit.
Isn't your storage unit also just like your bedroom in
No.
your house?
No. I have a storage unit that I pay rent on.
My God.
I cleaned everything out of there because I had to move it to because they were charging me $775.
Yeah, that's too much.
But I got one right across the way, same company, same floor. I mean, it's 10 feet away, $225.
What?
Because I had the other one for so long, like every month they just add $10 or something. But
I think it would get cheaper because you're a good customer.
I asked the lady, I said, why the hell do you do this? She goes, they don't want you to be there for a long time. I said, why?
Oh.
Because I think they think you're going to die, and then
Yeah.
they're going to have to take all your shit out of there.
And
or
they
they're going to have
assume
that
it's
guy
not-
with the, buying your thing. And those people are all loathsome on that show, so they don't want them in their storage unit.
And that's so insulting that they automatically assume that you got a bunch of crap in there. Like it's not
Yeah.
really valuable treasures. You
I
know?
found a lot of treasures in there.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I did find all my storybooks. So I found two things that I think I'm going to sell. I should talk to you about this. But I also found all the Minority Team storyboards from whatever it was, like 10 episodes or something.
Are these?
Minority Team, many people have said, is arguably the worst show that Adult Swim ever did. It was called Minority Team. It was by the guys who did the show Crank Yankers.
I don't even remember this show at
It was
all.
on one season. I'm glad because I'd be Me Too'd or whatever it is.
Oh, no.
Because I played the Chinese guy, Dr. Wang, who was like a super genius. And then there was Fasto.
That's not
Fasto
Me
was
Too'd,
the
by
black
the way,
guy,
but-
and he was like the Flash. He was the Jucano, who was like a Woody Allen guy until he got mad. He was basically like the Hulk, and then when he would get mad, he would turn into this like old Moses-looking Israelite guy, and he had like super strength. And then there was El Jefe, who had a sombrero and wore a mask like this, but he could fly with his leaf blower by putting it on the ground, and he would like fly through. And Dr. Wang was like the Professor X, so he had a super big head, and he was a genius, but in a wheelchair, like Professor X. And then the bad guys, there was the White Shadow, who had like a pyramid like on the back of the dollar bill. But the other bad guys were the standardized test, the corporate ladder, racist Frankenstein, which was body of a monster, but mind of a racist. And he had like a polo shirt with the pop collar, so he talked like a frat bro, but also Frankenstein-y. I mean, there were funny things in it, but the whole show was completely incomprehensible. Like, I remember we would record stuff, and he would describe it to me as we were recording, and I'd be like, oh, that's funny. Like, this is the progression of the story. You know, A to B, B to C, C to D, whatever. And the whole thing was done in, like, Jack Kirby-style art. But then I would watch the episode, and, like, all of, like, the plot points he would be telling me when we were recording were nowhere in the story. You're like, all they're talking about is this grape soda reactor is about to explode that they had to fix. And I was like, where was the lead up and the finish? Like, none of it.
Who was the writer?
Adam De La Pena, who did that show, I'm with Busey. Remember that show, I'm with Busey?
Yes, I do.
He was the guy with Busey.
Oh my God.
He was Adam. And I used to watch that. I watched the hell out of that show. And then I moved to L.A., and I met him at, like, Comic-Con because they had this whatever. And then Pete Girardi and Todd James, who are humongous, like, legitimized graffiti guys now. Like, he just, like, will draw a drawing and can sell it for $20,000. Because they're, like... And Peter's, like, the head of all animation at Warner Brothers.
Wow.
Now, I know what you're going to say. Sure, he puts you in the crappy one. Does he put you on all the good things he does? No, he does not.
Not yet.
I don't know if it's like a bad taste, like I can't have onions anymore because that one time when it made me sick, I could never eat them again, or... But it was a stroll down memory lane looking at the Minority team.
We have more questions.
Hello.
We got a line.
Hi, how are you?
It's not a line. John's standing behind him.
Yeah.
So,
What's your name? Hi.
Nathan,
hi.
so if you go out for auditions and stuff like that, is there ever like a voice you have in your pocket that they're always like, no, and you never got to like unveil it, show?
Oh, you mean like one that I haven't used?
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to do my, whatever, my German hot dog seller voice.
Give us a taste of that right now, the German hot dog seller voice.
Do you want one of these hot dogs? I take 15 days off your life. Believe it. Come on, why you get one? You're a big boy. You can have two.
When you say it like that, I do want a hot dog.
Stop kidding yourself. You don't need change. I keep the change. You come back tomorrow, fatso.
That does sound delicious.
The thing is, most of the time when you audition, you don't audition for anybody. Like, especially, I mean, in the last like 10 years, I think maybe I've been in an audition like maybe 3 times. And that's not even the first one. That's like the callback. So they'll audition everybody in this room, and they're like, all right, these first 3 rows of people, they did something we like. Let's have them come back in, but now we'll give them direction. So they'll be like, I liked what you did, but that German hot dog guy was a little too angry. Can you just make him nicer? And then you do it, and they'll either be like, okay, he did it, or it'll be like, well, he wasn't nicer at all. He was still that angry German hot dog guy.
I love that character, though.
Steve. Steve from the Smokehouse.
Steve from the...
Yeah.
Oh, is that what Steve sounds like?
Yeah.
Oh.
He used to own parking lots in L.A., so, and he always would hang out in the back with us.
Which will make you rich.
Yeah. And he's like, I tell you, Joseph Cotton never paid. He would always bring the car, and then he'd drive off. I get nothing. He always thought I said, fuck you, Joseph Cotton. I never watch another one of his movies. Lee Marvin used to come in all the time. Always tip me $25. It's always talking about who tips and who doesn't tip in the Hollywood parking lot game. Because, you know, he had, like, they did the valet and whatever.
Just remember that. Tip, because if you ever become famous, everyone's going to talk about it.
Somebody's going to talk about what a cheapskate you are.
Oh, man.
I still talk every once in a while how I saw, what's that guy? John Cusack. Put his fingers in all the lunch meat of the sandwiches in the green room. I don't know what he was looking for, but he was just going, nope. Oh, roast beef, nope. Turkey, nope. This one,
He touched
nope.
all the food? with
Touched
his
all the food with his say anything
dirty
fingers.
little fingers.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, he's real nonchalant about it. Like, that's not the John Cusack sandwich table, John Cusack. That's the everybody sandwich table. You get one. Wash your hands.
How dare he?
Yeah.
We both get skeeved out by
Yeah.
grubby hands.
There's a food concession in the back, you know, like they put food out there, but it's the worst thing at a thing like this because it's like a make-your-own salad bar. So now you're letting all these cockamamie animals make their own stuff. There's like stuff all over the place. It's not neat and tidy because they're flipping corn and everything else, and they're crossing the.
And it's like there's
They're using the
celebrities
spoon
back
for
there.
the onions, but they're putting it in the
Celebrities still
cucumber.
have germs.
Yeah, and some of them are the worst.
Some of them are the worst.
They're slobs
You don't know where those.
because they're used to people just
Fingers
cleaning
have
up
been.
after them.
Yeah, they don't wash their own hands. They wait for like a servant to wash their hands.
Yeah, they haven't touched anything. There one guy was just standing there. I'm like, you know, you have to make your own. He's like, make? Yeah, you do it. No, not me. I was on the West Wing. No, you make it.
Yeah.
You're making it yourself. Like the old days. Remember when you were like, had 8 guys, you had an apartment while you're doing dirty black box theater back in the 70s?
Yeah.
That pretend you're there right now. Make your salad.
But their sandwich making, muscles
meat's
have
on the outside,
Those
yeah,
muscles have atrophied.
The bread is on the inside. I knew it was something like this. You don't even know how to make a sandwich.
Yeah, you lose that skill.
There is
surprisingly
somebody
fast.
here. I had to log him in for his flight when we were on a convention once and we got canceled, so we had to stay the night. The flight got canceled. Made an emergency. This is how much of an emergency it was. We were flying to Dallas, and we had to make the emergency landing in Austin.
Oh boy.
Like,
Oh my God.
close.
Yeah.
Because whoops, we didn't put enough gas in. How can you fly this is a commercial airline. Not enough gas?
It was like really close to E.
Yeah, like, well,
Really
you know, I
close to
figured,
E, and he's like, I can make it.
you know, if you had all gotten on the plane a little faster, I was trying to cool it down when you're getting
Cranking
in,
the
and it burned up
AC.
a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to, the next day, he was like, I need to get on my plane ticket. I'm like, oh, there's a computer right over there. And he's like, could you come with me?
Who was it? You can't say who it was.
They're here. Let's just say the irony of this person not being able to use, now I'm going to tell you. The irony of this person not being able to use a computer
I already know
to
who it is.
log in to their flight
Captain's
is
log.
ironic because he played a computer himself in the movie Tron.
What?
Wrap your head around that one. Yes. I can't tell you who it was, but let's just say I wish
my
Mrs.
God.
King would have been there and taken care of him. Scarecrow,
Wow.
Mrs. King? Anybody? TV show?
Anyone know? Is this thing on? What? Okay.
Let me say, he was very nice about it,
Yeah.
but he was basically like a baby.
Wow, I love.
He was like, so
I
what this
love-
now? Like, he didn't even know how to like touch the mouse. He was like, I was like, no, you see, this moves. He's like,
I weirdly love a man baby.
well,
know why.
have I got the one for you? His table is 4 doors down from us.
I don't know why I do. I just do. Like when I see, especially celebrity man baby, when I see them and they're just, I can't do anything. I
It's
love
like
it.
that footage. Most people will not remember this, but like when George W. Bush, the older one, went to the grocery store, because you have to remember, like he had been in office as the vice president and the president for 12 years.
Yeah.
And during that time,
All those
they
skills
had
are gone, those
invented the
basic
scanners
skills.
at the grocery store. You know, when they do this and everything has a barcode. He had never seen it before because he's living in the White House. If
May
he
as
wants
well
some
have been in a
Cheez-Its,
bunker underground.
some butler goes out and gets the Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
And they showed he was campaigning for his second term, and he's going like, and it's going like, boop, and he's like, wow. There's that wow again. Wow, that's amazing. And he's like, the next one, like, wow. And it knows the price of everything. It knows the price of everything. Boop. Wow.
Christ. Dear God.
He got in trouble, you know, when he was
It's
real old,
amazing.
he got in trouble for groping people, groping girls. We remember it, but this was his joke, which involved him like grabbing the lady's side, you know, giving her a little, like, what was the joke? It was, I know the punchline, but the setup was, what do you call a dirty magician?
I don't know. What do you call a dirty magician?
David Copperfield. Whoa! He'd like reach around and he'd kind of be like, hey, that's fucking weird. Why do you do that? That doesn't seem right. That was his.
I would have flexed had I known you were going to do that.
But you know,
You got
he
a
did it
full,
like
like,
he did it like you know
jiggly-
on the what do you call that? Your side.
Yeah, love handles.
Yes.
Muffin
He
top?
grabbed their side of love handles, going. Woo! Got really crazy in his old age. Really started to lose his mind. Then he grabbed their stomach and go. He'd do the Zerbert on their stomach.
Yeah,
and,
like a raspberry.
Yeah. Who's the little baby?
Yeah, little motorboat action.
You guys play that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's very
that's
nice.
your game.
It's cute. You know, it brings people together
It does.
in an uncomfortable way, but
Yeah.
gives them something to talk about. And
Wow, see?
see,
Favorite
we're creating a community
Yeah.
in here. Once again, we've created the strong bonds. Many of you have come to this panel before. You have. Not you, Bluey. You're new.
Mm-hmm.
You been before?
Yeah, actually, I got a question.
Oh,
Finally. Thank God I acknowledged you. We never would have had this question asked.
yeah, come on up.
Why'd you turn your thing off?
Oh,
Yeah,
Don't you
this
want?
is-
Don't you want footage of you in that suit asking this question?
This is what you trained for.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all,
What were those 3 weeks? 3 weeks of training.
In the mirror,
Yes.
asking this
okay,
question.
first of all, my name is Matthew. I actually met you 3 years ago. I was dressed as Goku, and I was much more overweight. I was asking what the whole sheboargan was.
Remember that?
You actually made a video recording for me. And
Was it great?
Yes, it was great. You
Hear that?
Yeah, you put
Everybody on the fence.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
you put your thumb in my face. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay.
Did I
anyways,
zerbert your stomach?
Yes. Anyways. Okay. So my question. Okay.
Yes.
This is a very funny one. Since we're on the lines of hot dogs, okay. This is a would you rather question. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, these are good. These
Okay.
are good. These spark conversation.
Okay. Would you rather eat a hot dog that's made out of the most inedible meat ever, or
So what every hot dog is made out of, or
the worst? Okay. How about the worst, like ones that are like
have veins and stuff. I get
yes.
it. Yes.
Or
okay.
would you rather eat one? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Made out of meat wad.
Oh. Well, obviously meat wad.
Yeah.
So I hate meat wad. Meat wad stinks. Although he's probably worse than anything that's in a hot dog. That's a very probing question.
Yeah.
Meat wad.
Tough one.
We lost the photographer. He's lost interest in documenting this now. He's like, forget it. Get out of here.
Good enough hot dog.
Oh, that's
talk.
good answer.
Good answer. Good question, Matt. Thank you.
It's a great question.
Well, there's even more people in here.
It's like
That's because something good is
1,200,
coming up
1,500
next.
people.
Whatever's next is something good.
Yeah. What is next?
Yes. Tron. Oh, okay. Oh! You missed the story about him. Well, I'm glad he wasn't operating the camera, or they have the lens cap still on.
Oh, man.
Oh, let that one. That's some celebrity secrets.
So this is the pre-show then.
It's the pre-show. That's all right. We'll take the pre-show.
It's fine.
You know, with this a very informal panel. You know, we got Bluey talking about hot dogs.
Yeah.
I'm actually Bandit. I'm his father. I'm her father.
Oh, sorry, Bandit.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay, I get that.
Bandit makes everyone look bad because he's like the world's best father. But then again, you have to remind yourself it's a cartoon and they're not real, so.
Your daughter's a little too old now for
She loves Bluey.
Bluey. I
She
mean,
still
I
loves
love,
it.
I love Bluey.
She still watches all the stuff she used to. Wow, look at this. A real casual saunter up to the mic. I like that. Hands in his pockets. All right, very casual.
No cosplay
No
whatsoever.
cosplay. He don't cosplay Dick. He just is.
I mean, when I do cosplay, it's strictly Dick.
That's true. He's cosplaying like a mid-level PGA golfer. Not a guy at the top, not a guy with a scholarship,
Mid-level.
just a guy trying to
Yeah.
get it. Like he was the best guy on his team in college.
Yeah.
And then he got in the big world. He's like, whoa, these guys are real good.
He got married a little too young.
Yeah, little too young. Wished he had not been married. Wished he was not married.
Felt like he missed the boat on a lot of things in his
Yeah.
life.
He's got these 2 kids, and
A
now
lot of
he's
regrets.
going on the PGA Tour. He's always in the bottom half, but just enough to keep going. The spark, the hope is still there.
Really felt he could have been somebody.
Yeah. Has a lot of incriminating evidence against Tiger Woods.
Yes,
That he's
a
just keeping
lot.
in his back pocket for the day, just in case. That one party in Memphis,
Yep.
the Memphis Open,
Loves Costco.
loves
Costco.
loves the hell out of Costco.
Yeah. You
Used
talk
to
about,
work there.
You want to talk about a hot dog?
Yeah, worked there in college.
Yeah. Ate nothing but Costco hot dogs
Mm-hmm.
all through college. He's on borrowed time.
Yes,
Yeah.
2 years to live.
Yeah.
He's riddled with hot dogs.
His name is Carl.
PJ. I feel it's like an initial name.
PJ Carl.
PJ or CW or
Johnson.
That's close. My family calls me JP, believe it.
JP.
That's,
See, I forgot
That
to.
is scary.
I should have told everybody this. I am pretty psychic.
Clairvoyant.
So stuff will come out sometimes. If it doesn't make sense at the time, it will later.
Clairvoyant for sure.
so
All right.
I thought I was just coming up to ask a question, and I got a whole backstory. So
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, we were
Appreciate
trying
that.
to. We,
Yeah, well, we
like to
appreciate your
guess
cosplay.
Cosplay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. As JP is cosplaying as PJ.
Yes.
Got it. Oh, we have 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, that's what
I
that
was just-
says.
Of The Aqua Teen Hunger Force, F, Marry, Kill. Meat Wad, yeah.
Oh,
Which one? F, Marry, Kill.
okay.
You got a great voice too, by the
F,
way. right?
marry,
Great
kill.
voice.
Well, you know the other way you could say they say smush, marry, kill.
Okay.
That means you have relations. You touch your dirty parts together. Don't worry, Bluey.
That could
we'll
mean any
we'll tell you
part.
next year when you come back.
We're at a comic convention.
I mean, you'd
a
have to-
dirty part could literally be any body part.
That's true. Very
This
true.
could be-
A forearm is dirty, disgusting parts. I think you answer this the way you answer it.
Okay.
I would think you would have to kill Shake. You would have to marry Frylock because he'd take care of you. And then you screw the dumb one, the meat wad. And where it doesn't matter where, he's just a ball of meat. Anywhere you put anything, it's going to be fine. It's all the same. Not to get disgusting.
I mean, I respect your answer, but you gotta F Shake, kill marry Meat Wad,
Oh.
kill Frylock. I mean,
Whoa!
You gotta.
You went the whole opposite. That follows your pro golfer no nerds rule. No squares. Will you do me a favor, PJ? Will you also ask Bruce Boxleitner that question when he comes in? He'll be like, what? The hell are you talking about? How about I F marry you?
The exact.
Yeah.
So we have 3 minutes. I've been told that this
Good
is
question, by
correct.
the way.
So they waste an hour of your time. They get
No better waste than
little
not
bit.
even the right length of time.
It's not even the correct length of time. Well, I don't think we have time for another question, but.
Well, look at
Well,
that
'cause
forest
it's
of
2
hands.
minutes
No
and
one
a few
has
seconds.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, you can ask it quick. Is it this?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, great.
There you go.
Was that your question? Hold on, because I have.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
I'm just pleasuring myself while
Yeah.
you ask this question. Don't worry about
Yeah.
me.
Just
I'm just
ignore
getting
it.
down to business.
Don't make eye contact.
This is why. Yeah, lock eyes with me, and I never look away.
Gotta be kind of hard to not do that. Anyway, was there any point in your career on Aqua Teen where anything was just ad-libbed or?
Was anything ever ad-libbed at Aqua Teen Hunger
Yes.
They all
Force?
seem like very controlled chaos half the time.
Well, there was a lot of. I'm doing you, by the way. Some people do this way, but I do this way.
Yeah, I love that.
Professional style.
Yeah, I've got.
I didn't go to 8 years of naked puppetry class to do it like this, like an amateur, like a 4-year-old. I do it real style. Yes, I mean, we always had to improvise, but they also wrote everything. It wasn't just like amateur hours. I mean, people worked very hard on it. Not me, mind you, but everyone else. They write the script and all that stuff. You know, it really cuts. These aren't for children's fingers because it
Yeah.
cuts off my
Circulation.
Yeah, I can't even think now because the circulation was
Yeah.
cut off. Anyway, we have 1 minute.
And I think, are we supposed to do a stage selfie too? Okay, we're gonna do a stage selfie.
God.
I know. So if you want to be part
They
of
don't
the
want to
stage
get up.
selfie,
They just came in to get their seats.
But wait, not yet. Just be ready for it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
slow
we're
down.
gonna wrap in 1
Slow
minute,
your roll.
and then you're gonna approach the stage and scrunch together.
Approach the bench.
Yes. So our closing remarks.
Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Thanks for letting us waste an hour of your time, practically.
Dana will be at his booth, and we have other.
Yeah, we'll be at the
panels.
booth.
We
I have
other
a
things we're gonna
variety
do.
of impressive merchandise.
So much. You can
I have
touch Dana's
tomorrow
hair
night
for
is the
$100.
yeah. Tomorrow's the burlesque show, which I'll be emceeing. It's cosplay burlesque, so if you want to know what, I don't know, whatever they're going to be.
We're doing
Pebbles
couch-
and Bam Bam doing some weird
Sunday we're doing couch
acrobat
potatoes.
act. Great,
Couch
which will be
potatoes
like
is the
this.
same thing as this. What we've
And
been doing.
we have panels tomorrow. I don't know what they are. And then Saturday night is our Drunk on Disney VIP party.
Oh yeah.
Which is a separately ticketed event, but we have food,
Yes, we'll be there too.
booze, incredible gifts. You've been before, Matt, right? What was your favorite gift you got at one of those? Think quick. Just lie. The
10
Yeti cup. Oh, we
10
gave
seconds.
out customized Yeti cups, which I brought some
You can buy
for
one.
sale at the table. So Snyder juice.
$60.
A mirror.
A mirror. $60.
Oh, they're flashing. are giving us
Yeah,
the,
they're done
the
now.
starfish.
Okay,
All right.
so
Anyway,
so
goodbye.
Dana
Thank you.
Snyder, everyone, approach if you want to be
And
part
thank
of the
you,
photo.
Lisa.
Yes.